This is an archive of vintage chocolate Easter eggs. It shows how the chocolate Easter egg originally came about and later grew to be more than just an Easter treat for small children, but for anyone who likes chocolate. As we move through the years together, see if you recognize any from your own past.
Citizens. The prologue.
The origins of the term Easter can be traced from the Anglo-Saxon name, Eoster, who was the old pagan goddess of dawn. As dawn signifies the rebirth of the day, so Easter was associated with the rebirth of spring. When Christians first came to Europe, they needed to appeal to people still worshipping the old pagan religions, and so began to use symbols associated with them in their own rituals. From a Christian perspective, eggs became symbolic of the resurrection of Jesus, and are said to represent his emergence from the tomb and subsequent ascension to heaven. Traditionally at Lent, eggs were not allowed to be eaten until Shrove Tuesday came about. However, as spring was the peak laying time for hens, there was a glut of eggs. This led to the practice of hard boiling and decorating them in bright colors that were then blessed by the church and given out as gifts for children on Easter Sunday. Decorating eggs at Easter time then became a popular Christian tradition for centuries. During the 18th and 19th centuries, manufacturers started selling big expensive handmade chocolate eggs, with lush bows and ribbons, with hearts for adults, and smaller cardboard eggs filled with chocolate button-type sweets, for children. Opening its first factory in the UK, in Bristol in 1761, J.S. Fry's and Sons pioneered many chocolate innovations, including the first solid chocolate bar and a revolutionary design for a hollow chocolate egg in 1873, which would later be known across the world as the chocolate Easter egg. The first chocolate eggs were made by pouring liquid chocolate into a half eggshell mold, allowing it to set, then gluing the two halves together with more melted chocolate. Later in 1866, the Cadbury Company imported a revolutionary chocolate press that would cut out half of the fat content, resulting in a much smoother and better tasting dark chocolate. The press also made chocolate that was easily molded and allowed Cadbury's to release their first line of Easter eggs in 1875 that were hollow and filled with sugar almonds. The next big innovation happened in the early 1950s, when carton designer William T. Horry was experimenting with trying to produce a box or carton to hold light bulbs safely and cheaply. He realized the potential of a similar carton to hold fragile Easter eggs, and this changed the face of the market. The Cadbury's Roses Easter egg was the first to use this inexpensive and colorful packaging. And so we've now reached the 1960s, where the journey through the archive starts. It ends in the last years of the 90s. So you may find there's many long-forgotten chocolate eggs from your earlier days. Hope you enjoy it. From the early 1960s, the Easter egg market has boomed, and today, around £299 million is currently spent on Easter egg chocolate each year. Just in the UK. This equates to 90 million chocolate eggs being eaten. Laid side by side, they would stretch from the UK to Sri Lanka. Nowadays there are literally hundreds of varieties of Easter eggs to choose from, catering for every taste. From marmalade on toast, or egg sandwich chocolate eggs, to Marmite and pot noodle eggs. For those that like their drinks mixed with chocolate, Prosecco and Guinness flavor eggs are available. And family pets needn't miss out either, with eggs made for cats, dogs, and horses. Thanks for watching. And let me know in the comments if you remember any chocolate eggs that you think should have been included in the archive. Have a very happy and peaceful Easter.